subscribe to the channel and share on all forms of social media.
What is going on, fam? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I think I have one person in there. J&J Vegan Knowledge. I think I see the I think I see it lighting up. Anyway, glad to be back. Glad to be back. Glad to be back. I have not live streamed in a minute. And I've just been, busy and gathering thoughts and ideas and things. And this is one of the ones that I came up with because I have been watching so much 90 Day Fiancé that I have it coming out of my ears. And, my wife, Jen, and I, shout out to you, baby. I love you. And I hope your tooth feels better. She's got a toothache today. We've been watching this show for years. I don't think we started watching from season 1, but I think we started watching from Danielle and Muhammad. And I'm going to tell you, we've seen some crazy people on this show. Let me tell you. This is J&J Reacts as well as the People's Panel. I figured, you know what? I love chopping it up. I love watching panels. In fact, I have quite a few YouTube channels that I love. Shout out to Nikki Star TV, Yourwetsock, SAUCEOHOLIC. Love you, my bro. My Thoughts, Pretty Girl J, you name it. There's so much. Daily Soap Dish. The Kelsey Diaries, which I've got a clip from. Shout out to the Kelsey Diaries. John Yates's channel is amazing. 90 Days on Blast. Brooke, these guys, 90 Shots Fire, The Melanated Way, you name it. All of these sources are excellent. They have Good Tea, Little Black Book, Camellia Reviews. I mean, all of these channels have so much content and are so awesome to watch that a lot of times I end up getting caught up watching them and not even making my own content. You got Reality. I'll put the links to some of them in the section if you ever want to check it out in the description. By the way, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We are trying to get that subscribership up. Smash the like button. As you can see, the little icons down below me. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and please, 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 if you're not going to join the panel, feel free to leave a comment. Get in the comment section. Let's chop it up. So, with that being said, yeah, the season finale of this, first of all, this season has probably been one of the most bizarre seasons I've ever seen. And I was watching a video clip the other day from Yourwetsock, and he called it the season of the simps. He called it the season of simps, and he is absolutely right. Gino, Mike, for all intents and purposes, Hamza is kind of, I mean, come on. Ben, what the hell are you doing, man? She told you not to come to Peru to begin with, and you're surprised? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good. I can't wait to get into it. Yay to you, JJ Vegan Knowledge. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. And then the tell-all, instigating ass Sean. Sean she loves to get the fire started on that show. If she thinks nothing's going on and it's just kind of running its course, she will throw some lighter fluid on the fire, okay, and get it burning up even more. What she did to Gino the other night was absolute. I wanted to jump through that screen and choke her myself, and I know Gino was ready to kill her. Jasmine, why would you set her off like that? Speaking of Jasmine, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for her. I was embarrassed for Gino. You know, the way the way she begged for sex, she made Kim look like Mother Teresa. Okay, Kimbali. I thought Kim was bad, but and that was only because she was going through something, and I know she was getting a little desperate because I do feel, and I made a video on this about a month ago, that I thought Usman was teasing Kim. I mean, you don't get undressed and get her undressed, and you got the wine, and you're getting in bed. Oh no, we're not gonna have sex. Come on, dude. Come on. That's what you call a cock teaser. Okay. In reverse. He's the one with the cock. Okay. But there's everybody was all over the place. There was so much drama happening with each couple that you couldn't keep track of it. There was something going on with everybody, from Ella crying every 5 minutes to Mike going from, Mr. Nice Guy, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down, to, this guy that we don't even recognize. Okay. This power tripper. Um, and everybody thinking that Jimena was using him from the jump. Turns out they were using each other, guys. They were using each other. So I know I'm all over the place. I'm kind of jumping around. Da 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 da. Let's see what we got here. All right, so let's chop it up. Let's start with our first couple. Our first couple, Mike and Jimena. Shout out to King C. What's up, my brother? Much love and respect to you. Thank you for stopping through. You're one of the reasons why I decided to go on at 6. I remember when I was coming on pretty regular before, and you were saying that was probably a better time to come on because you were able to catch it. So did that for you, bud. And you showed up. Love you. Yes, I am back. I am back with some different content. Hey, don't get me wrong, though. Don't get me twisted. I haven't been watching B-Ball that much, but I have been tracking LaMelo Ball because I love the Ball family, and I always will. So, yeah, I know what's going on. They're up, they're down. He's killing it, though, man. He's killing it. But yeah, Mike and Jimena, have been one of the most interesting couples I have ever seen on 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. And the fact that first starts off, Mike is this, nerdy guy, and he's got this Lego set that he's putting together, and he's getting ready for his trip over to Colombia to see Jimena. And he is, he goes downstairs, and you find out that he's literally kind of taking care of his grandfather and his father. He's cooking breakfast for them, and just, kind of, they're downstairs. Hey, Mike, where you at? Where you at? And he's fixing breakfast. Mike is a giver. He's a giver. He's living home with them most likely because, he doesn't seem like the type of guy that would be out on his own. And he wanted to do this thing with Jimena, and Jimena scoped it out. She said, bud. No, after being with you for a little bit, I see who you really are, and I'm not with it. You can't fault the girl for that. If she don't like you, she don't like you. You can't force her to like you. And then the power trip that he tried to pull at the end, that was ridiculous. First of all, you don't have what it takes to pull that kind of power on a girl like that. I mean, come on, look at her. She's tatted up. She sleeps with criminals. She got pregnant in jail. Okay. She went to jail to visit her baby daddy and got impregnated while on her visit. She did a conjugal visit. So, and this is the girl you want to marry. Hey man, you need to take a look at who you trying to get with. Okay. So yeah, Mike and Jimena is crazy. You know, he starts the season off where he's going over there and he meets her. First off, neither one of them speak each other's language. So that was awkward right from the jump. That was awkward right from the jump. They are looking at each other, staring at each other like, okay, you know, what are we going to do here? All you hear is crickets. And I'm like, what the hell? Why would you hook up with somebody and you don't know any of the language? Which, by the way, I find it pretty creepy towards the end, the season finale. Mike was kicking out Spanish like he was born in the country. He was kicking out Spanish like he was in Nueva York and Casa and Vacaciones. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Where was all of this Spanish during the season? Where did all this Spanish come from all of a sudden? You've been studying? Because she ain't been studying English. Okay. But Mike is determined to get this girl back, so much so that he probably took a course at Rosetta Stone or something. And you could kind of see a little bit on Jimena's face. She was kind of turned on by it a little bit. But she kind of got her wits about him, like, yeah, because apparently at some point he did get back in with her after the season finale. So I don't know. She looked like she was saying, I'm so confused and all of that. She kind of liked Mike kicking out that little accent coming through the phone. He actually even looked Colombian with the goatee. It looked like he had colored it black or something. But then when they showed his face talking to the diary camera, it looked like the same old Mike. But when he was talking through the phone, he looked like Rico Suave coming through that phone. Shout out to Rico Savage. But I'm like, come on, Mike. You know, you're the one who literally just said that, hey, I'm not going to be the first one to make a move. And 5 minutes later, they got him coming on the screen saying, hey, come on, I want to take care of you. Begging, literally begging to pay this girl's rent. I've never seen, you can come pay our rent over here. You want to pay somebody's rent, you can pay our rent. I'm like, damn. And you could see the dollar signs in Jimena's eyes, even though, you know, she's a self-proclaimed, I can get it on my own. That's how I met you in the first place. But I don't know. You know, apparently he was right back in there. Jimena's not stupid. She was like, okay, yeah, I will take your money. Jen said she likes bad boys. She said maybe when they got mean, she liked it. That is highly possible. That is highly possible. Okay, so what I am also going to do here is I am going to put the link to this stream in the chat so that we can get some people in here. If we get some people coming in, they will be able to join the panel because it is called the People's Panel, and that's what it's here for. All right. So there is the link. KC, if you watch the show, you are welcome to come on. Let's chop it up, bro. Jen, you've already got the link in your phone. I should pin that to the top. I'm just going to be I'm just going to be on here for a couple hours. I'm just going to chop it up. So I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, I might end up mumbling a little bit. You know me. How do you pin that to the top? Huh. I don't know. I don't know, but I will figure that out at some point. All right. So I made a couple little videos. I've been, you know, the funny thing, I've been making content. I just haven't been releasing it. Jen has seen my videos. I have like, it's almost like I do it therapeutically. I will sit there and edit a video and just not put it out. You know, I'll get so far into it and then I'll get to a certain point and I'll just kind of, you know, get into another project. And I have some serious ADHD, man. I have some serious ADHD. Mike, you think you bad? I have ADHD freaking D. I can't finish a video anymore. But anyway, um, speaking of Mike, that was a crazy scene where Jimena is trying to break it down for him. And I think that's the one that I have as my trailer on my page, the last Mike and Jimena video. Or is it? I think it is. Where she says, where it's captioned, "I don't love you." And she's basically trying to get it through his head. Listen, you do not turn me on anymore. I can't get with it. And she's finally telling him over and over again, "No, I don't want to be with you. No, I don't want to be with you." And so they end up going out to dinner a couple more times, and then they end up going out and shooting pool. And he's following her around the pool table, and she's saying, "Hey, look, back up. Don't follow me." And then they actually sit down and have a conversation where he says, "Hey, you know, I want to work this thing out." And she says, "Listen, I told you before, let's just be friends. Let's be friends. That's all I want." And he says, "Okay, if that's all you want, then I'm going to take my stuff back that I bought you." Because don't forget, this guy has literally financed her life for the past year. He has bought all the furniture, pretty much all the furniture in her house. He puts food in the house. He pays the electric bill. He puts all the appliances in there. And on top of that, he pays her rent. And if you think the family's not getting a piece of, yeah, you crazy. The family is pimping Jimena out. Don't get it twisted. They did not want her to break up with Mike. They did not want her to break up with Mike. They're saying, "Listen, don't be rash. He takes care of things." The mother even admitted on the season finale that Mike has also been financially beneficial to them as well. So they didn't want Jimena to leave Mike alone. They did not want her to leave him alone. And understandably so. If he's taking care of their rent too, I mean, hey, I'd want him to stay in the family too. Pretty much, that was an uncomfortable scene where he jetted. Of course, I had to poke fun at it.
You need to do something big. I don't know what the that is because I'm not you, but I'm not, until you prove it and you prove I'm the one, I don't even want to be around you, seriously. And until you do, you won't get the
Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. Hey, I'm still trying to get my wings with this. I haven't done this for a minute. Oh, here we go. Shout out to My Thoughts YouTube channel where I got this clip. Yeah. There we go.
You know what? I'm done.
Run.
Let's play that one again.
You know what? I'm done.
Run.
Poor Mike. Poor Mike, man. I don't know what else to say about this guy, you know? And then there's all these posts on his Instagram page that everybody's calling him Nikki Star TV. She said she called him Mighty Morphin Power Racist. I'm like, what? Oh my God. For Mike to be a racist, it's like, listen, what are you just trying to find a group to belong to? He just does not even come off as a racist, you know, even if he wanted to. You know, I see him talking to the girl on the ET YouTube videos. He does not seem like he has any type of issues, but we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So You never know. They had a video out with him using the N-word, yelling at somebody, the way he used it. You know what I mean? So, hey, and then he made all those posts talking about get Obama out of there and talking about people on food stamps. So yeah, I guess there is some animosity there. I guess there's some animosity there. I don't give a shit one way or another. I don't care about the guy, you know, because I lost all respect for him with the power play that he tried to pull on Jimena towards the end there. I'm like, Mike, come on, man. You know what I mean? You talking about I pay the rent in this house, I'm not going anywhere. First of all, you don't have the kahunas to even be talking to her like that. You know, second of all, go wipe your nose, because I saw the Instagram video where snot is just running all out of your mouth. You need a hygiene coach or something. Okay. This guy literally in the middle of making love or making out with Jimena lets out a fart that you could hear in fucking Brazil. Okay. I'm like, Mike, you couldn't get up and go excuse yourself when you felt that shit coming on. Don't tell me you didn't feel it. You can feel a fart. Farts don't just come out of your ass like that. You can feel them coming on. I mean, you act like you guys are an old married couple. That's some shit you do when you guys have been married for 50 years, you know, and she don't care. But when you're trying to make a first impression, the last thing that you do in the middle of kissing somebody is let out a fart. I mean, I know it's a bodily function, but come on, man. You're a grown-ass man. You could have held that shit in or went somewhere and said, hey, wait a minute, excuse me for a quick second. I gotta make a run. And do it. Take care of your business. So, yeah, all of those things add up, Mike. All of those things add up. I don't know why she's acting like, what do you mean you don't know why she's acting? She's acting like that because she's disgusted by you. You disgusted most of us. You know, it's like you act like a 7-year-old. Her kids have more couth than Mike did. And what are they, like 6 and 7 years old? And they have more sense than he did. It just got irritating after a while. It really did. You're kidding me. Okay, so can you guys hear me? My stream froze. I'll be back in a sec. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. My stream froze up on me. But yeah, Mike is just he's disgusting. He's disgusting. There's no other way to put that. There is absolutely no other way to put that. Moving on to Gino and Jasmine. Gino and Jasmine. Gino. I don't know what else I can say about this couple, because Jasmine, that bitch is crazy. Okay. She's crazy. And if Gino is not careful, he is going to wake up dead. And now she's begging for sex. Gino better watch his back. because he's messing with the wrong one. When he gets to Panama, as he calls it, I gotta go over to Panama. I gotta see my girlfriend in Panama. What is going on here? Dude, come on. Stop it. What's going on? But apparently my stream keeps freezing up. But we're gonna try to rock and roll anyway. I don't know. I might have to go back to StreamYard restream. Y'all on the half. I don't know what's going on. It just kicked me off like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, Gino and Jasmine, when he first off, what's up with her with these receipts that she requires him to give her when he's not with her? Who is going to keep doing that? You know, he is everywhere he goes, he's got to basically give her some type of receipt. Why does this keep happening? You can just keep talking because we can still hear you. Okay. Yeah, because that's weird, dude. It keeps freezing and like kicking me out. I don't know, Restream. But Gino is he's really got to watch his back. Everywhere he goes, he's got to send this girl a receipt showing her where he's at. And that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, why would you require every time for him to do that? That just shows a lack of trust. That just shows a lack of trust. You cannot build a relationship when you don't have the trust there, you know? And if you don't have that, it's like, what's, if you don't believe that I am, here for your benefit, then, what's happening there? I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to literally end this stream because something's going on because it keeps kicking me out. And maybe start another stream. I don't know. Jen, can you hear me now? Okay. Okay. Shout out to Kathy Wozniak. I see you, Ma. What's up, baby girl? Kathy says that Jasmine is needy And I personally think something is something is wrong with her. How she goes off all the time. Yeah, something is definitely seriously wrong with her. She has emotional issues. She's a basket case. And I think that she's extremely insecure. For someone who that's what she actually finds sexy about him. Well, good for her, because nobody else thinks his ass is sexy. You know, um, I don't know what what else to tell this girl. This girl is crazy, and of course, I had to play around with the video end of it. Remember the tell-all? Did you see the tell-all?
Resort, we did it once and it was so good. And why you punish me with sex?
Where's the beat?
I don't know why she keeps saying this stuff.
If you know that I am love with you is so freaking good. I love it, Gino.
Damn, I picked the wrong girl.
But I'm vegan, but I want your freaking meat. Give me the meat. I want it.
I want it now, Daddy.
You know, I'm 35. I shouldn't be begging a man for sex.
You can't keep getting away with this!
So yeah, I had to have a little fun with that because Needy is doesn't even begin to cover it, Ma. I'm telling you. I mean, she's really lost it, and everywhere she goes now, Gino is not an angel. We all know that Gino definitely has issues too. Okay. First of all, with the sugar mama thing, with him getting all the sugar mamas, I don't know what's going on with that, but he has got some serious issues. And not only that, let's talk about the battle of the exes here. Okay. What's going on with Lindsay, his ex? Why is she harassing Jasmine? First off, she's going to tell Jasmine that, hey, I've got these text messages that Gino's sending me. You need to look, watch your back because he's sending me all these text messages because apparently he's initiating these texts. Okay. He got caught out there by Sean on the tell-all saying, oh, I didn't approach Jessica first, or whatever the girl's name is, Ben's friend. I didn't approach her first, but he's got all these receipts for Jasmine, but he had no receipt proving that Jessica was the first one to reach out for him. Sean, however, did have a receipt that he reached out to her, asking her was she Sicilian. So he reached out to his ex. Gino loves texting these girls. Look, Jasmine, seriously, with your insecurities, you're with the wrong man, honey. You with the wrong man, because he is straight up behind your back texting everybody that he can. And he is apparently not giving you those receipts. So he's sneaky. That proves he's sneaky. And the fact that he's not having sex with her, I don't know. Gino, apparently he likes beating off better than having sex with Jasmine. Gino might be into guys. I mean, he got a little sugar in his tank, it seems like, the way he talks and acts and all of that. I don't know. Gino might have a little sugar in his tank. So you never know. You never know. Not that I would have an issue. I am LGBT all the way. But I don't know that Gino is as straight as he's portraying himself. Maybe that's why he was buying sex. I don't know. Go figure. But I know the man's got issues. And the fact that he doesn't want to have sex with a beautiful woman like Jasmine, as she's begging for it, literally begging for it. What is with these women? Look, these women on this season have no shame. Okay, you got Kimberly begging Usman for sex, and you got Jasmine straight up on the tell-all begging Gino for sex. And all of these guys are simps. The only one that's probably not a simp is Usman. Okay, because he is using the shit out of TLC, let me tell you. He's just using TLC to get his music out there, which, by the way, is not that bad. I went and listened to it because of TLC, because I didn't know who the hell a Soulja Boy was. Okay, so it worked. It got me to go listen to it. So, hey, and I actually liked a couple of the songs. So I'm like, okay, I see you, Usman. But yeah, I'm telling you, Gino and Jasmine have issues. And the fact that he went back to, and then the ex, no, wait a minute. I can't even get my thoughts straight. They're just flowing through here because Jasmine, first of all, you can't make someone change their last name because you don't like their last name being what your husband's name is. I've got my ex-husband's last name, and initially I kept it because I wanted to have the same last name as my daughter. Okay. But then as time went on, okay, it's on my social security card. It's on my identification. It's on all my mail and any personal things that I've had the name for years. There's no way I'm going through all that hassle changing my last name. Now, don't get me wrong. If Jen said, hey, I want you to change your last name, I would do it for her. Okay. But I am not stressing her out about her last name, and she is not stressing me out about mine, because that's the type of relationship we have. We trust each other. I know she's not holding on to, to her ex's last name because she loves her ex or she's still attached to her ex in some way. Jasmine always finds a way to turn something into an argument. She finds something to yell at him about. And that's probably one of the reasons why Gino was turned off. Gino was initially attracted to Jasmine. Jasmine has made herself ugly in Gino's eyes, and he's no longer attracted to her. He admitted on the tell-all that the arguments are part of why he doesn't want to have sex with her. That is a turnoff. Somebody constantly yelling at you, demeaning you and calling you out for little shit. You saw when he got up from the table before, he's beginning to get into a state where he's not taking that on from Jasmine, and they're yelling back at each other. He's not just sitting there taking it like he was in the beginning. He's going off on her, and we're not seeing all of those fights. But yeah, he's not feeling Jasmine because she's very hard on him and always giving him shit. So yeah, after a while you get tired of that, and the person isn't as attractive to you anymore. So yeah, Lindsay is Gino's ex, and it is going to be the battle of the sexes to see who, well, I tell you what, Gino has nothing to do with his ex now. Gino has nothing to do with his ex now because Jasmine's probably not having that. She's probably all over him like white on rice. So yeah. Speaking of the battle of the exes, what about the battle between Kim and Zara and Usman? Now that is crazy. See, initially I was pissed at Usman. I thought he was teasing Kim, but they did have an understanding. There's so much tea on this show. Because Kim was picked. Okay, don't get it twisted. Kim was picked to go on that show. Okay, she went on there as Usman's friend. It was understood that she was a friend and a potential girlfriend. There were no promises made that she was definitely going to be his girlfriend. But when she got there, she had a whole nother idea of things. She came there, PlayStation and MacBook Pro in hand, ready to make Usman hers. And when she didn't get what she wanted right away, she started throwing a temper tantrum like Faruka on Willy Wonka. Okay, I want it now, daddy. Why can't we have sex? Why can't we have sex? Okay, why can't you get a grip? He's just trying to be friends at this point. And now, in retrospect, I found out Zara was supposed to initially be the one that was going to come on the show with him. But she, for whatever reason, turned it down. She didn't want to deal with all the fandom. and didn't want all that going on, but she didn't mind appearing on that last episode. So maybe she's had to change her heart. I think I've been hearing in the grapevine that we might be seeing Zara next season. And then on one hand, I'm hearing we might be seeing Kim coming back next season. So I don't know. There is a story, however, from shout out to the Kelsey Diaries. She's always got the tea on there. There is a story about Kim, okay, because she's shout out to 90 Day Fiancé News and Memes on Facebook. I love that group. And here we've got a comment from Cecil Grimm talking about how Kim went to Tanzania with all of that, as you can see, with all of that clout. She showed up at the tell-all judging everyone and feeling like she was queen shit because she was Usman's girlfriend. She was AKA Soulja Boy. She was Soulja Boy's girlfriend. But by the end of the tell-all, she looked like she did on the right. That MF because of Zara. She thought she had his heart, and he goes and talks to Zara after she leaves. Now, here's the thing. Kelsey Diaries put it out there. There is a video clip that she's got that apparently Usman put a post on Instagram calling out TLC. Now, be careful about that, Usman. Don't mess up your bread and butter, bruh, okay? Because if you want your music on that show, you might not want to get in their ass too much. And apparently he took it down. So maybe they can't. Okay, fine. You don't have to be on the show if you don't want to. Good luck getting your music out. Yeah, he took that shit down. Okay, he took it down. And I probably shouldn't be cursing like this, but I can't help it. It's funny. It's funny to me, these people. So the Kelsey Diaries gets a lot of tea. All right. And she has got something on Usman. Let me see. Let me find it here. That Usman was pissed at TLC. But I got something to say about that, but I'm gonna hold off until after we watch the video. I think this might be it.
In a recent video, we told you guys that Usman was intending to go on Before the 90 Days with Zara. However, she did not want to play ball at that particular time. And then we have Kim, who started off as a super fan, and she decided to go to Zanzibar to see if she and Usman could actually have a real connection and see if they can make their relationship work. And now in the deleted Instagram post, Usman is calling out production, telling them that they need to tell the story for how it is. In the post, he says, in season 4 of Before the 90 Days, everyone watch me and know how I truly am. Now I am back with Kimberly in season 5. We go up and down, but we always fix our problems. Yes, due to the age gap, I was hesitating then, and I don't think I do anything wrong to care for myself before repeating my past mistake. But in the end, we make things work between it's Kimberly and I, only for me to see and hear that I called Zara after Kimberly left. That was not true. The call with Zara was 5 days out of 21 days after I arrived in Zanzibar.
Okay. Really, Usman? Really, bruh? Then why is it that when you were talking to Zara, okay, why is it that when you were talking to Zara, you literally were saying, I don't know about this relationship with Kim. She showed me signs that she was like my ex-wife, Lisa. So that is making me question whether I want to be with her or not. So let me go ahead and talk to Zara real quick and see if something's there. He said this on the season finale. So how did it happen that you didn't do it after? Then where did those words come from? Did you forget you said that? You literally were saying on the end of that, yeah, let me go ahead and talk to Zara because I'm not sure that what's going on with Kim is something that I want to deal with. Did you or did you not say that? So I don't know that I believe that you didn't talk to Zara after Kim left, because you wouldn't have been taught at that point. If it was only 5 days in, you hadn't even gone through all of this shit with Kim yet. So why would you be talking about, hey, I don't know what's going on with Kim. I don't like the way the relationship is going. And I'm going to go ahead and talk to Zara real quick. He's like, now I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, apparently you must have made the call after, because all of this crap had already happened. How could you have made the call before only 5 days into the trip, when all of this stuff hadn't happened for you to form that opinion of Kimberly? But yet when you were talking to Zara, or when you led into the conversation about making the call to Zara, you brought up the fact that you weren't happy with how Kim was treating you. So apparently this was after Kim left. Or, now, hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Maybe Kim had already given him some shit within the first 5 days, because she did come on a little strong. Kim started right from the jump, kind of coming off strong when she got in Usman's entourage's butt about calling her a super fan right off the top. Don't call me a super fan. I don't like that. Don't call me a super fan. Right off the top, she's setting the pace. So, yeah. But yeah, Zara's a pretty girl. And I'm going to tell you something. Look at his face. Look at his face, guys. Usman is smitten with this girl. You can tell. The way he talks to her, all nice and soft, and got the sex appeal in his voice. He likes this girl a lot. He's like, he not just loves her, he likes her. He's into her. He did not look at Kim that way once when she was there. Now, could it grow into love? Yeah, but this is the one he wants. You can tell. So good luck with that, Kim. I felt bad for her, though, on the tell-all. I really felt bad. And her son is basically just sitting there, I wasn't satisfied with how he came at Usman. I'm like, dude, you need to be all up in his grill, yelling, screaming. How dare you treat my mother like that? I don't know. I mean, that's fucked up. I mean, that's the best you can do. Come on, man. This guy is trashing your mother on TV, and that's the best you can come up with? He didn't even look that pissed off. I was more pissed off than her son at how he was treating her. And then he's got the audacity. Kimberly, calm down. Kimberly, calm down. Don't cry. Why would she not cry, Usman? Why would she not cry? She is clearly into you. And what is the first thing that you do as soon as she leaves? First of all, you didn't kiss her in the airport, and you didn't tell her you loved her back. So we all witnessed that and picked up on it, because every content creator under the sun mentioned it. Okay? You didn't tell her you loved her back, and you didn't want to kiss her. It reminded me of Muhammad and Danielle. Oh no, I know I just married her, but I have strict religion in my country. We can't kiss. Yeah, okay, I believe it. I respect it. But yeah, what a convenient time to observe your culture like that. Okay. So I don't know what all is going on there, but Kim better watch her back, because I believe Usman's after Zara. I think he wants her back in his life. I think he's into her. And if he does end up with Kim and he ends up coming to the States, yeah. You think he's not going to be cheating with Zara? If Zara allows him to take her through that, which I don't get that from her. She doesn't seem like the type of girl that allow him to do that with her. She don't seem like she wants to be a side piece, which Kim didn't want to be either, to her point. That was why she threw the water in his face and got all pissed off at him. Let's roll the clip.
You need to do something big. I don't know what the that is, because I'm not you, But I'm not, until you prove it and you prove I'm the one, I don't even want to be around you, seriously. And until you do, you won't get the back. When you prove it to me, then you'll
What?
get it back. I'm not giving it.
Oh my God, this is funny.
Oh, is it funny?
Very funny.
Is this funny? Oh, shit!
Oh shit!
Now, let's not forget she did pay for it, and she let him and everybody know that she paid for it and that she had to get it specially shipped, and it cost her $45. And that was pretty that's pretty sneaky how she got. Oh, let me see that. She knew she wanted to keep it. I don't know that I would have done that. But I don't know. You never know. When you're pissed off and you're seeing red, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Kim saw red, and all she saw was the fact that she wanted to kick Usman's ass, and she wanted her neck, something that she took her time and money, and that was very, very, very considerate and thoughtful of her. I mean, who else got Soulja Boy a necklace made like that? Okay. So, hey, she put a lot of time, and for him to just come back and say, yeah, I didn't put nothing into it. It's all good. So, Jen said, if Zara was there, it would have been different. Yeah. If Zara had been the one on this season, I completely agree. If Zara had been the one on this season, it definitely would have been a different tone on the season. Number one, I don't know. And if anybody's listening, and Jen, King C, Kathy, continue to comment. If Zara was there, do you think Usman would have broken his tradition and had sex with her earlier? He made Kim wait. Do you think that if Zara wanted to have sex, he would have had sex with her? I think he would have. I don't think there would have been all of this, my culture, that, I can't do it. Because first night baby girl Lisa was there, they did it. Now, Kim was a friend. She came in as a friend, left as a girlfriend. So, he played that card, which is why he claimed he didn't want to sleep with her. But come on, if you compare Kim to Zara, and this is nothing about Kim, because we are all beautiful children in God's eyes, okay? But Kim is not quite the same caliber of attractiveness, if you want to go by face value, as Zara, okay? Because she's older. So, hey, it is what it is. I think she's beautiful. But, Zara's a younger girl. She's got the makeup on. And, if you're going to compare apples and oranges and all that, of course, Usman's going to be more attracted to her. But my thing is, don't lead Kim on. She didn't need that. Okay. She could have stayed right where she was, like she said, and not been bothered. So, yeah, to take her through all of that. But, to Mr. Grimm's point, then don't come to the tell-all judging everybody, because she had a few words for Ben and Ella. So, like, her shit didn't stink. So, I don't know, Kim. Pull it together, girl. Good luck with that. I can't wait to see what happens next week. Let's move on to Memphis and Hamza. I think you're gonna divorce me. How many syllables does divorce have? I think it's 2. How did it turn into 3? Divorce. What is divorce? Sounds like somebody's name. Hey, divorce, come here, honey. Divorce. You're gonna divorce me. What? And me hungry, me sleepy, me hungry. I'm beating my chest right now. Come on, Memphis. How are you, how are you going to teach this man English when you're still speaking gibberish? Okay. Me needs to learn how to speak English. Okay. Me this and me that. Teach him the right way to say it. Anyway, apparently Hamza's made it to the States. Now, she's got a nerve, okay? Because Memphis plays games. Memphis plays games, and I wish some people were on the panel with me so we could chop this up. Memphis plays games. She is not as innocent as she's trying to come off. This 4-day tryst that she was with her ex, and she's claiming that it was because she was depressed and everything. You cannot tell me that she did not get pregnant during those 4 days that she was there. That's whose baby that is. You heard it. You heard it here. That's whose baby that is. That's her ex's baby. They get together, they make babies. Okay? She's already got one child by him. She's got another one by somebody else. I don't think that's Hamza's baby. They did have sex the first night she was there. So it is possible, but I don't know. I don't know, because to me, it would make sense that that's why Memphis was so pressed about getting married so quickly and about getting married on this trip and about the prenup. Because if he gets back to the States and finds out that that's not his kid and she ended up getting pregnant, Hamza may decide that he wants to go his separate way. And Memphis, being proactive, knowing this, is trying to set herself up not to get taken to the bank. Because she knows it's going to come out in the wash that she screwed her ex and she's pregnant by him. Yeah, I don't know. Things happen. He may leave me for another woman. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Hamza's an attractive guy. There may be some women trying to take him from you. I don't know that he's seeking them out, but they may be seeking him out. I mean, the dude's a nice looking dude as far as that goes. You know, he could definitely get some modeling work. He's tall. He's got a nice face. You know, hey, it's possible. But I don't see Memphis letting him do that. And she was talking about he needs to come help support. How's he going to help support Memphis when he can't work? You are responsible for him for 10 years. There's no prenup that's going to keep you from being responsible for him. It doesn't apply to the immigration laws, okay? So prenup or no prenup, postnup, prenup, postnup, whatever you want to call it, you are still responsible for him. So, and what's up with the Instagram games? She's yelling at people for coming at her on Instagram when she, you know, and shout out to Daily Soap Dish because he really did not like that. She is the one that put the picture of a baby. Why would you put out of the blue a picture of your 7-year-old as a baby? If you wanted to pay homage to your 7-year-old, why didn't you put up a picture of him now? You know that there's baby talk going around that you're pregnant, possibly with Hamza's baby, and you decide to put a baby picture on there and then get pissed off at people because they didn't like that you were using it for clickbait, because that's what you did. That's what you did. That's what that was. That was clickbait. And if you don't want people to click on your post, then stop posting shit like that. Stop trying to put us in this little Memphis vortex. Okay? We don't need to lose power on the phone. Vegan Knowledge says she thought it was funny that she said in the beginning he could have 2 wives. Oh, talking about Kim. Right. Definitely. Sorry, I was late on that comment. But yeah, I don't think Kim is going to be cool with Usman having 2 wives any more than baby girl Lisa was, any more than Angela would be if Michael wanted to get another wife. Okay. And I found out that they're coming back on. So that's going to be interesting. I tell you what, though, I don't feel like hearing her yell at him all season. That's just going to be a pain in the ass. She makes Memphis look like, Miss Nice Girl, because Memphis was a nagging somebody. Hamza, why didn't you take care of the ride to the embassy? Memphis, if you wanted a prenup, why didn't you take care of that before you came over to Tunisia? You talking about he doesn't have his shit together, but yet you're scrambling at the end and rolling out on the wedding party to think things over because you didn't handle your BI. So yeah, don't go blaming Hamza for stuff. You need to take care of your stuff too. Like she's so on point. But apparently she's on point with something because Hamza's ass is in the States. And Memphis had something to do with that. She could be claiming that that's her baby, that's his baby, to get him over here quicker. Because if that's what she did, it definitely worked. She's smart. I give the girl, she's smart. You got to be smart to be a nurse practitioner, right? She wanted to get married quickly and she's already pregnant. Yeah, that spousal visa was in effect. That's 2 reasons why you need it, because we're already married and I'm already pregnant with his kid. She got him over here with the quickness. She knew what she was doing. I'll tell you what, though. I didn't like the way she came off at Hamza half the time. She eased up towards the end there, but in the beginning, she was working my ever-loving nerve. Why is my picture not on your phone? Your picture's on my phone. Why is my picture not on your phone? You're with me now. You're mine. Her voice was so irritating. Hamza. Divorce. I want a prenup or I don't want to marry you. How many? Look, if I had $10 for every ultimatum that Memphis gave Hamza in this season, I'd be able to buy a new car. I mean, come on. When in cash, okay? Every 5 minutes. If you don't marry me, I don't want to have this relationship. If you don't sign this prenup, I don't want to get married. I'm like, okay, first you didn't want to have the relationship if you didn't want to get married. Now, if you don't sign the prenup, you don't even want to get married. If we don't have sex within the first 10 minutes of me arriving, I don't want to marry you. She made me want to jump through that TV and just pull that horsehair off her head, man. Okay. I'm like, come on, man. I felt bad for Hamza. And I wonder if Hamza could speak more English, if he would have been in her ass. Because when they got the translator, he was like, listen, man, ask her, why is she screaming? Why is she screaming at me? I don't like that. He would definitely be able to talk to her and say, hey, listen, calm your ass down. You don't need to talk to me like that. If he could speak English, he would definitely be saying that to her. I can't wait to hear him say some words. He can speak a little bit because there were some things that she said, like, go tell mom now, go make sure mom's okay because we had sex. And he's like, now. He knows some words. He knew enough for them to kind of get by. You know what I mean? So Jimena speaks no English. Hamza at least has a few words in his arsenal and he can kind of understand, even if he can't say, he can kind of figure out what Memphis is saying. And Mahogany, yeah, we're going to get to that one. That's crazy with her. I don't know why they even use the translator app, because she's an American. She's an American actress hired to play that part. Which answers the question. If they wanted to make it look authentic, then of course they would do that. But she would be speaking perfect English I'm jumping all over the place, but she would be speaking perfect English 1 minute and then the next minute. Come on. But yeah, Memphis and Hamza, I wish them well. I hope everything works out. I can't wait to see their segment on the tell-all this week coming up. See what they've got to say, because they were quiet the first one. They didn't get to Memphis and Hamza. They didn't get to Ben and Mahogany, and they didn't get to Ella, because they were so hell-bent on dealing with the situation between Jasmine took up a lot of that show, and they were touching on Mike and Jimena. What's up with that big ass suit Mike had on? That suit did not fit him. That jacket was way too big. Trying to look like, he was carrying it like that, trying to impress Jimena. She doesn't want you. It doesn't matter if you wear a suit. It doesn't matter if you got your, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what you wear. That's not, dude, you fart, you burp, you have snot running out of your nose all the time. It don't matter what you wear. She don't want you. You can't even buy her now. He didn't like losing that power. When she didn't want his money anymore, oh shit, what am I going to do? That was how I got in. It's gone now. Your money's no good here, sir. I'm sorry, Memphis and Hamza. I got off on another Mike and Jimena tangent. But, Hamza and Memphis were kind of boring to me, to be honest with you. Although, what is that? That would have gotten on my I'd have been like, stop it! Please stop doing that. I'm like, come on. That's what they do over there where you get married and you're having a party? Because mom went crazy with it. She was doing it every couple of seconds. And it was getting on Memphis's nerves. You know it. You know that was getting on Memphis's nerves. And why does Memphis walk like a duck? Like when she was trying on her wedding dresses, what was with the weeble wobble? Why does she walk like a duck? Hamza's mother was making fun of her. She's like had the stiff leg walking, I'm like, what the hell's going on there? Speaking of wedding dresses, back on Mike and Jimena, what about Jimena telling Mike, you can buy me a wedding dress after you pay for my breasts? She was reminding me of Memphis. No boobies, no wedding. Pulling out the ultimatums. Mike had a few of his own. I'm paying the rent. I'm like, I was waiting for him to say, okay, I'm not paying the rent anymore. I hope you get kicked out. But no, instead, he's like, no, please let me pay your rent. Get a grip, Mikey. I didn't show my little overlay with Kim and Usman, so see? Nice little overlay. Took me time to do these. All right. Let's get to it. And I got to roll the clip. Shout out to My Thoughts YouTube channel where I got this clip. Love your content, sis. Love it.
I really think it's supposed to be Johnny. That's why it hurts so much. They really hurt me. Like, I feel really bad now.
I freaking hate this.
So much.
Stop!
They really hurt me. Like, I feel really bad now.
Ella. I have never seen a grown-ass woman whine and cry as much as I've watched Ella do it this season. And how about there is still a pandemic going on? China is extremely strict on their restrictions. And he is taking care of his family and his son. Why is it that this girl can't get it through her head that if Johnny comes here and gets sick, that he is not going to be able to take care of his family, particularly his son, that his family is raising. But no, she doesn't want to hear any of that. The pandemic is Johnny's fault. Johnny's using the pandemic not to come be with her. It's all about Ella. No, it's not all about Ella. Mom and Dad, if I go to Dubai, can you help me financially? You can tell that's how she got stuff when she was a little kid. You can absolutely tell, because immediately she went into that with her mother. If I go to Dubai and I get into financial trouble, can you help me? Ugh. Where's my bomb? I want to blow something up again. Give me the grenade. No, I can't help you, girl. You grown. You want to go to Dubai? You go to Dubai. I'm not paying for it. Out of here. And stop all that crying. If I was her mother, I wouldn't have had the patience for that shit, man. I'm like, you're 37 years old. Why are you crying like you 12? Shut up. And she pulls that shit with Johnny. Johnny, toughen up, man. Stop letting her do that. Stop letting her whine and cry and make you out to be the bad guy. Why don't you want to see? He didn't say he didn't want to be with you. It's like, it is serious. There are people dying still from this disease. And he can come to the United States. Yeah, we're a little bit more carefree with it over here. But if he gets sick as a result of that and can't get back into China, even if he doesn't get sick, he can't get right back into China. Are you going to take care of him? Is your family going to give him a work on the farm? Because that screams Julia and Brandon to me, okay? That gives me Julia and Brandon all over again, and we all know how that worked out. Julia was like, hell, she cleaned up pig shit one too many times and was like, Brandon, we got to fuck out of here. We can't stay here. I'm not going to be cleaning up after these pigs and shit. We got to go. And if we not going, then I'm going back home to Russia. Brandon grew a set real quick when it came to mama, because at first he was letting his mother rule everything. But when she said she was going to take that poo-poo back to Russia, Brandon's like, Ma, we're moving out. We're moving out. She doesn't want to deal with the animals. His mother was like, huh? Is it that bad? Yeah, Ma, it's that bad. Because remember, they were so strict about, no, you can't sleep in the same room. Julia said, okay, if we can't sleep in the same room, I'm going home. Guys, you gotta let us sleep together. You gotta let us sleep. She's gonna go home. Julia knew how to get to Brandon. She knew how to pull that power play. And Johnny is nothing like that. He will get over to the United States. He will be on the farm and he will be a slave. He will be a Chinese slave on that ranch. Is exactly what he will be. So yeah, hold off, Johnny. Don't rush. Because I can only imagine how much Ella's going to be crying and whining anytime she doesn't get sex. Anytime Johnny doesn't do everything she says, she's going to be crying and whining. Because that's how she was raised. She was allowed to get whatever she wanted because she would start that crying and she would start whining. And I know you don't like it when I get upset, but I need you to see me being an ass. Ella just gets me hot under the collar. Shout out to My Thoughts for the video clip, because she obviously gets on her nerves because she made a whole video about that. I was like, wow. I was going to do it, but she beat me to it. I'm like, oh my God. Shout out to Yourwetsock. He got in her ass on his video. Dude, I don't know that I'm buying that you're Weston Cage. You look like Weston Cage, but you're not Weston Cage. He says that okay, so I gotta go there for a second. If you look at him, he does kind of look like he could be Nick Cage's son. And when he laughed, because we inherit our parents' vocal cords, and when he talks, he does kind of sound like Nicolas Cage. And when he laughs, that is Nicolas Cage's laugh. If you listen to him in movies, that is his laugh. I'm like, is he his illegitimate son? Because, like, do we know about him? Is he on anybody's radar as being it? And he's got a picture on his Instagram with Nick Cage, but that screams cutout to me, because there's two different shades of light on your face. Come on now. I'm an editor. I look at that stuff. So it could be a big joke, because this guy's definitely a jokester. Like, he was dating Stephanie, apparently. The chick that sells her farts in a jar. Come on! You're dating the feet and fart girl? Feets and farts, feets and farts. She's selling pictures of her feet, and she's selling her farts in a jar. Foot and farts. She's got a business with feet and farts. Come on, F and F, man. It's crazy. She needs to hook up with Mike. Get his farts in a jar. Mike, there you go. There you go, bud. Get your farts in a jar and sell that shit. Since you want to be farting all over the place, you might as well get paid for it. I don't think anybody wants to pay for Mike's farts, though. Jimena paid the price. Look, he paid the price with that fart for his relationship. He lost his relationship behind that. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Ellie and Johnny. I really think, I almost did it again. The other day I said Ellie and Jonna. I think that they just want to get him there and have him working the animals and working the farm. And Ella's just going to be bossing him around, because that's what she's trying to do now. And Johnny thinks he's slick, because if you really want something, you're going to do it. And he obviously doesn't. He sees how she acts. He's not stupid. And then she cheated on him? First off, another shout out to Yourwetsock. He said, who's beating down the door to screw Ella? Okay, come on now. And shout out to SAUCEOHOLIC. Stay away from Ella, dude. Stay away from her. Because if she comes at you, man, I'm telling you, she would love SAUCEOHOLIC. Kid's got biceps, man. If you go to his Instagram page, he works out. I ain't even into dudes, and he's a fine Chinese dude. She would eat him up. Stay away from Ella. You get within 10 feet of her, and she will, like, sop you up like a biscuit, dude. She would love that kid. He made a video about her too. Oh my God, you need to go check that out. I will definitely be putting a link to his channel, because he Instagrammed me back. That was really cool. He got in a conversation with me and said he was subscribing to my channel. Thanks, SAUCEOHOLIC. Do you know that guy has 276,000 subscribers? I know that's right. Reach out to the little guy. Reach out to the little guy. That's right. I respect that. He took the time to comment and like my stuff. So I think that was pretty awesome. Ben and Mahogany. Let's get to it. Ben, you stupid. Let's just call it what it is. Not to mention the fact that you're an actor. So I don't feel bad calling you out for this shit, because it wasn't real. Okay. So let's talk about the phony Ben. Let's talk about the Ben in the storyline, because we know through all the tea that has been dropped on social media that you are a paid actor, and so was Mahogany. Yourwetsock calls her Mahaguni. First off, when somebody says, yeah, my parents aren't sure of your reasoning, so don't, I don't think you should be coming to Peru. Don't go to Peru. And you wonder why she wasn't in the airport when you got there. She told you not to come. You're giving me stalker, Ben. I'm going anyway. I'm going to make this real. Yeah, he's got to be an actor because nobody in their right mind, when they got a no before even getting on the plane, would have ventured thousands of miles anyway. When she's telling you no right before you get on the plane, why would you get on the plane? So yeah, he's an actor because nobody for real would do that. That right there gave you away. Nobody would just, fuck it, I'm going to Peru anyway. What would you, just going to go on vacation? Especially if you weren't sure that she was a real person at that point. You didn't know if she was real or catfishing you. You're just going to jump on a plane to Peru anyway. Yeah, okay. Paid actor. And not a good one at that. They should even be paying him. Looking like Chuck Norris. And then Mahogany. I want the Ben in the chat. You're not the Ben from the chat. If that ain't the pot calling the kettle Blizzak. How many filters did you use on your pictures, Mahogany? Because you look nothing like the girl you showed Ben in those pictures. But it's okay for you to do that. Now, I don't fault you for the Airbnb, because when Stalker Man showed up in Peru, I wouldn't be taking him to my real house either. Because, yeah, he'd be knocking... you think you got rid of him, and he'd be knocking on the back door like a Jeffrey Paschal or some shit. So, yeah, good for you with the Airbnb. But don't call him out for being phony when you're just as phony. But, again, paid actor. So I don't even know why I'm even getting upset. Because they suck. That's why. I mean, come on. They were Ben and Alina's replacement. Caleb and Alina's replacement. That's what that... Oh, shit. Social media. Yeah, Alina. Using the N-word. Oh, we got to get rid of her. No, it's not good for the network. We got to get rid of her. What are we going to do? We need 6 couples. Go get somebody. Hence, Ben and Mahogany. Makes sense. It don't take a rocket scientist to put 2 and 2 together and figure out, yeah, they're paid actors because they had to replace Ben and... I keep calling it Ben! Replace Caleb and Alina. Man, hopefully you guys can't hear my stomach growling. I'm fasting. I'm trying to fast for like 40 days straight. I fasted for 20 days a couple years ago. And I've been fasting here and there. But yeah, the majority of it, I can tell you now, since April 1st, I have maybe eaten 3 times. And they were... I think I had a couple of pieces of pickle and a handful of potato chips one night, and a couple of pieces of cabbage and a potato last night, only because Jen couldn't finish it because her tooth was hurting and I didn't want to see it go to waste. And yeah. Oh, yeah, and some guacamole that I made. Oh, by the way, Shout out, I don't know the channel, but they have Chipotle's signature recipe on YouTube. If you like Chipotle's guacamole, it is on YouTube how to make it. I know it by heart because I made it every night for like a week. I can make Chipotle's guacamole. Yes. I will not be paying $10 for that little container anymore. Gotta love YouTube. I should sell that shit. I mean, it was so good. My sister-in-law, Brooke, loves Chipotle. My mother-in-law loves, no, you didn't like Chipotle, did you, Kat? No, I don't think you did. But I know how to make their guacamole now. So family gatherings and stuff like that, if you guys want some guacamole, I got you. Ben and Mahogany. God. That couple was crazy, man. So they get there. And then she pulls Alana. Just when you think she was catfishing this guy, she shows up in the restaurant where she lives. Now, mind you, all the way up until he came, it's like, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Now I'm in your hometown. Okay, let's examine that. She's got to be a paid actor, because when you tell this stalker not to come to Peru and he comes anyway, and then he continues to text you talking about, hey, let's keep dancing on a train that we're about to lose our lives on. What kind of dumb story was that? And then he proceeds to keep texting you. And then he gets even closer by coming to your hometown. Okay, it wasn't enough that you didn't come to the airport. I'm going to come to your hometown now. Now I'm even closer to you. I'm in Peru. Now I'm in your hometown. Would you go meet him? Stalker! No, you wouldn't. You keep telling him no, and he's getting closer and closer to you. And then she waits until the season finale to start realizing he's a stalker. But that's right, it's not real, because they're paid actors. But yeah, she's got to be a paid actor. There's nobody in their right mind that would have showed up and met that guy when he keeps coming at you and you're telling him leave you alone in so many words with your actions, and then you told him from the jump not to even come to Peru. So yeah. But she really kind of did look, she looked like Jimena did with Mike towards the end there. She really looked disgusted by him, and she was practically running from him in the season finale. Like she wanted not, like she was almost like, get me in the car quickly, here he comes. The producer was like, here he comes, get in the car. It's like all of a sudden they acted like Ben had like COVID or something. Like she didn't want to be anywhere near him, and he tries to say something in the car. She gets out the other side. I'm like, come on, Jimena. Because that's what she was acting like. It's like, come on, Mahogany. Then why'd you even bother kissing him the other day? Which was, oh, let's not even talk about the kiss. So yeah, Ben's got big Ed syndrome, where he wants to date 20-somethings and use God to get in their pants. And that's what makes him even worse. He's a religious sexual predator. He's looking for girls who are religious so that he can talk that, oh, I'm a pastor and I've got a congregation and I'm this and I'm that. What happened at the Lupus Foundation, Ben? Because apparently there were some sexual harassment charges going on over there. Ben is not to be fucked with, okay? Hello, red alert. If you see this man, walk the other way. DUIs and shit. Come on, Ben. Pastor Ben. Pastor Ben. But we know some of the men of the cloth are some of the biggest scoundrels there are. So not all of them. Not all of them. Thank God, not all of them. And I am not using the Lord's name in vain. I really mean thank you, Jesus, that all of them are not like that. But a lot of them are. And, you know, Ben using the G word to get in girls' pants is not good. So I wonder because guess what? Some of that stuff, yeah, he's a paid actor. Some of that stuff is him. Okay? This sexual harassment stuff, yeah, that ain't on TLC. So what's going on there? There's got to be some truth to what he brought to the character that he portrayed on 90 Day Fiancé. Okay? There's got to be some truth in the fact that he is a guy who goes after younger girls. Because apparently the girl that he went after at the Lupus Foundation was Mahogany's age. So maybe that's why they picked him to do this. You think? We're going to take a break for station identification. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I feel so sorry for my baby. Her tooth is really bothering her today. So yeah, I don't know. No, we were talking about them, weren't we? Speaking of which, let's talk about who they replaced, Caleb and Alina. If you remember, Caleb and Alina were on the first 5 episodes of the show. What do you guys think? I'm curious to see if anybody gets involved in the replay game of this stream in the comment section, what you thought of this relationship. And did you, who were you, Team Caleb or Team Alina? Because, you know, I almost think that Alina was almost trying to put Ben on a guilt trip for not being into her. But he was into her. He just couldn't commit at the time she wanted him to commit. But if he wasn't into you, honey, he wouldn't have gave you the disco stick to begin with, okay? So he was definitely into you because that took a lot. It's a lot. I'm sure that was a lot. He had to adjust, okay, as anybody would. It's different when it's 2 little people, but when you got a regular average size person and they're committed to a little person, and I'm not going to be politically incorrect here because little people are people too, obviously. They have lives too, and they want to feel as normal as possible. But you hold this guy to a standard that he's not Moses or Jesus or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's a regular guy. So he's got to feel something there, and he felt it, and he took it as far as he could take it. But at the end of the day, he just could not bring himself to commit to being her caregiver. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot that goes into that. And hell, Elijah, if it's that big of a deal for you, why don't you do it? You're doing it anyway. Okay. And we all know that you wanted Caleb's disco stick too. And I'm going to tell you something. Caleb looks like he might be able to go play for both teams. He's a very, very metrosexual guy. He struck me as the type that catch him on the right night and he had a beer or two, you might be able to get Caleb's disco stick, Elijah. Because I remember when Elijah took off, he was flirting with Caleb a little bit. And Caleb walked him out. What grown man is going to walk another grown man out? Okay? If it was a woman, I could see that. But he's walking him out like he's a chick, and you didn't get along with Elijah that well, Caleb, to be, okay, I'm going to see him off. And then when the cab takes off, he kind of dips down and does a little look at the cab like, I see you. Yeah. Caught that. What's happening? And then he comes to the decision, no, I'm not going to commit to you, Alina. What if Caleb and Elijah showed up on a new season? Oh, I would love to hear in the comment section what you would think about that. Oh, I might need to do a video on that one. Caleb and Elijah. Elijah got the disco stick. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that would be something to see. Then they could go hang out with Kenny and Armand, right? Hey. That could be his fiance. Bring him on over. America loves Elijah anyway. But yeah, I disagreed with how she came down on him and tried to pressure him. She pressured him into having sex first off. He wasn't really ready for that, but he went on ahead and did it. And he said he had a good time. He said it was awkward, but he had a good time. But she started getting really, somebody told this girl she was a diva. Okay, and like I said earlier, we're all beautiful in God's eyes. Yes, we are. But honey, you are not a diva. And she was carrying it like that. I want hugs now. I didn't get hugs from you last night. He's like, okay, well, I'm hugging you now. But I wanted them yesterday. Bitch. Excuse you? You better take them now and be happy. Not that she can't get another man, but come on now. You're not keeping men, not because you're a little person, but because maybe you might want to check your attitude at the door, sis. Being a little person doesn't entitle you to be shitty with people. Like, you're entitled to something. Like somebody owes you something. There's a way to talk to people. You might have gotten further with Caleb had you come off a little bit, had you put a little grease on that. Okay? And not been so raw. You get more bees with honey. You feel me? So you might want to keep that in mind for the next time. So I think we pretty much covered everybody. It would have been fun to have some people in here to chop it up with. Maybe next time. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was a glitchy thing with that overlay that I had going on because it kept kicking me off, but it stopped after I took it off the screen. So you never know. We'll see. But yeah, guys, join me tomorrow at 6. I am going to be talking about Married at First Sight, yesterday's episode. Because Elijah Wan got busted. I don't like the way he came off at Dr. Pepper. But we're going to save that for tomorrow's show. Guys, please make sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you put a like on the video if you enjoyed it. I'm hoping that the People's Panel will become a big thing and we will get a lot more people in here, not just me chopping it up about these reality shows, because they are something, right? I did watch Love is Blind. That was a good show. That was a good series. I like that. I really did like that. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the content creators out there. You guys continue to make it happen. Nikki Star, Yourwetsock, Daily Soap Dish, The Things Reality, Kelsey Diaries. All of you guys rock. Pretty Girl J, Tamara's Tattletales. Love you too, honey. That's a good place to get the tea on Married at First Sight. But yeah, you guys take it easy. And with that, we are out, and I will catch you. Well, I will catch you tomorrow at 6. Peace and blessings, everybody.